So today, I will be explaining my Oooh of the Afton family. Basically, it all started when William Afton was a kid. He one day found Glitchtrap and became friends with him. Glitch found it wrong that his father was abusive towards his mother and siblings, so he decided to kill him. Afterwards, they both ran away together, surviving without anyone knowing of their existence except the fact William went missing. Though, his name wasn't actually William. He decided to change it to William and added Afton as it was truly his last name. He pretended to be some sort of family member they never knew of because he was so far away. Soon he met Clara Schmidt in high school. They fell in love. You know the drill. They got married soon afterwards. William wasn't sure if he wanted to start a company yet, but Clara supported him in doing so, and so he did with the help of his best friend, Emily. Starting the company, Fazbear Entertainment. And, since it was for children, why not have their own, start a family? It'd help if they were to be able to see if it brought entertainment value, if it was good. So, they did. They had twins. The older by a few seconds, Terrance Afton. The younger, Michael Afton. They hadn't really planned on twins, since it would have been a handful as new parents. And, obviously, they couldn't ask for help. William was supposedly missing. Or thought dead. Clara, on the other hand, her family had been strict with looking pretty. She didn't want that. Not for her dear children. So they ended up having to take care of them on their own. But with William's only new business, it would have been hard. Meaning she'd end up having to take a job as well, leaving Terrance and Michael living by helping each other. Of course, Henry would visit teaching them and helping them while also talking to William about what to do as it is both their business. A few years later, Terrance had become more mature than Michael while Michael, well, was still like a child. Terrance got tired of it and signed the death contract. He went into his room, with the already set hidden tied noose with the chair underneath, standing on top of the chair, putting the noose around his neck. He took a deep breath, and walked off. Only minutes later, did Michael walk in to see his lovable brother dead. His breath started becoming unsteady. He fell over, having his first panic attack. Henry, in the house at the time, heard him fall. Immediately rushing in, Henry had calmed him down, giving him some rest while informing William and Clara about it. Afterwards, he noticed Terrance's Foxy mask. He knew Michael would have wanted something to remember him by, so he set the mask on the nightstand where Michael's bed was. A few years later, Elizabeth and then Chris was born. Michael would sometimes stare at the family while holding Terrance's mask, feeling jealous about how they never got attention, but his younger siblings did. He basically had raised himself on his own with the help of Henry and his brother Terrance. It wasn't fair. One day at school, he encountered a few people with similar masks like his. His Foxy mask. Except, they had every mask except Foxy. Happy about this, that he could actually have friends, that he could fit in, he rushed to them. Instantly becoming friends. As the day ended, they all walked away while Ethan, Freddy Mask, had wanted to talk to him alone. He was excited. What did his new friend want to talk about? Well, he hit him into a wall, pinning him there. Michael was shocked. Why would his friend do this? What did he want? He soon realized that what he wanted was for his younger siblings to suffer. He wanted him to bully them. Realizing that he would have most likely hurt him and his siblings either way, he accepted. He'd always get scars from him, having to cover them with his mask most of the time. Soon enough, Chris died. Michael got blamed. and they all left him. But before that, Michael noticed Ethan's evil look. 1 year later, Elizabeth had wanted to go see Circus Baby. And of course, Michael was in charge of making sure she didn't. Michael had decided to get her a Circus Baby plush. Next best thing, right? As he got it, he bumped into Ethan. Ethan had dragged him to the bathroom and beat him, keeping him there. As Michael had started getting up, he remembered. Elizabeth, him, still bleeding, had dashed as fast as he could from the bathroom to the stage, Elizabeth dying in front of him as he screamed, "Lizzy!" Another death had been blamed on him. Time skipped to a few months. William and Clara had been fighting 24/7 now. It seemed that both of them had forgotten about Terrance. One day, Michael had heard the door slam. Clara had ran out to drive. Boom. Another death. Clara had died from a car crash. And who was to blame? Oooh Michael. Because they were fighting about him. Soon enough, Glitch couldn't take it and talked to Michael. Michael explained what had happened. The entire story. Glitch thought that he should ruin William's life, betraying his first friend. And he did. Got him killed by springlocks. A few years later, he got a job at Circus Baby's Entertainment and Rental. Died there. Soon enough they all reunited. And a moment none of them remembered, Michael had died when he was younger. Somehow brought to life by William. Michael had been in the hospital. Terrance had thought he would have died, so he committed suicide. Michael, who was about to surprise Terrance, had found him dead. You know how most owls go though. William is Springtrap Scraptrap. Clara is Ballera. And Elizabeth is Circus Baby Scrap Baby.